football. The NFL season starts tomorrow. The new era of Houston Texans football doesn't get underway until Sunday, however. But the Kansas City Chiefs against the Detroit Lions tomorrow, week one, and kickoff NFL. How you feeling about that game?
Excited, man. We get to see a good look at the Detroit Lions. We get
Mm,
to see how legit are they. The NFL is entrusting them to kick off the NFL Week One with the
huge.
Kansas City Chiefs. That's a lot of confidence in them, man. That's super exciting. So hey, what's going on, Daniel? Uh, yeah, hey, I'm excited. You got Jameer Gibbs, rookie for the Lions.
Mm.
Jared Goff, high flying offense with Ben Johnson, who's still the offensive coordinator there. They had a successful season last year. Man, they were super fun to watch. Going up against a Kansas City team, no
Mm.
Kelsey, no Chris Jones. Dare I say, upset alert?
Mm.
That's fun.
As we get ready for the game against the Baltimore Ravens, we have two injury update news. One of them is going to be put on IR at the start of the season. We'll miss the first 4 weeks. The other one, we don't know if he's going to play, but it doesn't look good. This is a tweet from Aaron Wilson. Texans play starting right tackle Titus Howard on injured reserve as he'll miss at least the next 4 games as he recovers from hand surgery. Still dealing with swelling, George Fant will replace him against the Ravens. This is a huge blow to the O line and the Houston Texans offense. Titus Howard is, one of the three best offensive linemen on the squad, and to not have them ready for week one, that is a pain. We know that he broke his hand about a month ago in that training camp scrimmage on Saturday. Me and Harley were there, and we were wondering why Titus Howard was not out there running, and then we find out that he broke his hand. He definitely was trying to come back. Some fans were thinking maybe 2, 3. I hope for week one, but now hearing the final verdict that he is out for the first 4 weeks of the season, man, it just doesn't get better for this Houston Texans team.
No, it doesn't. And man, it's ridiculous. It feels like the epitome of this hype of this offseason. Everything was going so good. And hey, man, welcome to being a Houston sports fan.
Mm,
We are always slapped in the face with A, disappointment, or B, just something that has to happen. This isn't good news in the Texans front. This isn't at all what we wanted to hear. You invested so much money into this offensive line, and right now you're only having two out of your three top money guys going to be out there
mhm.
and healthy and ready to go. Your projected starting five offensive linemen, only two of the five are going to be playing for you this Sunday. And for the foreseeable future, at least, it is not fun right now being a Texans fan looking at this offensive line.
So the projected line that we thought we were going to end up with in week one was Laramie Tunsil, Kenyon Green, Juice Scruggs, Shaq Mason, Titus Howard. You still have Laramie Tunsil with Shaq Mason, so two of your best O linemen will be there. But you lost Kenyon Green to the year to a shoulder surgery, and they want him mentally ready at the start of next year. You just lost Juice Scruggs a couple of days ago, only for the first 4 weeks, though. And also, as we learned today, Titus Howard as well. Like you said, this offensive line is going to be without three of his projected starters. And I don't know how confident I am going into this game, right? We already knew this was going to be a tough game for the Houston Texans week one at Baltimore against the Ravens flock, right? We both had the Houston Texans with an L, but now you were without Titus Howard, and me and you spoke about it many times and said Titus Howard, it's kind of like we need him to play now. And he's being
Yeah.
out the first 4 weeks of the season, man. It's looking very tough for the Houston Texans.
Yeah, I expect the Ravens defense, at least the front seven, to really get after this Texans team. You got a rookie quarterback. You have a revolving door right now at the other three positions on the offensive line. I mean, you got a guard in Josh Jones, who's predominantly a tackle playing guard. You're going to have a rookie, possibly in Jarrett Patterson,
Mm,
for the Texans being your starter, and in George Fant, who necessarily did not look that great training camp and preseason combined. He was okay, below average at best. So hey, it is what it is right now. We will definitely be trying to keep the positives up there, but we're just trying to keep it 100 right now. Houston Texans are not healthy going into week 1, but I'm hopeful, and the Homer goggles that I'm wearing with the Houston Texans, can hope and pray that the defense tries to live up to the potential.
mm,
But then you hear that Jimmy Ward isn't practicing,
mm.
and that's
Aaron
blowing.
Wilson, Texans coach D'Amico Ryan said Jimmy Ward, who has a groin injury, is working to get back every day. Expressed a lot of confidence and depth behind him. Backups are Eric Murray and MJ Stewart. Does not look like Jimmy Ward, who was recently voted captain of this Houston Texans defense and of this team, will not be there week 1. And it's another, thing to look at and realize, like, this, you don't want it to be ugly week 1 against the Baltimore Ravens. You don't. You've been on such a high this entire season. This is really the first couple of L's you've taken, is losing 3 of your starting offensive linemen. Now Jimmy Ward potentially not being there for week 1. It kind of makes you ask, what is going on here?
It does. It makes you go, man, what is happening right now? It feels like the sky is falling a little bit right now with the Houston Texans, and yet we haven't played a single game.
Mm,
Just doesn't feel good. It doesn't. But, you know, no Jimmy Ward potentially. I know Texans fans have this hate relationship with Eric Murray, and rightfully so. But he has looked really good in training camp, and he had an impressive preseason for those 3 weeks. So did MJ Stewart. He looked
mm,
solid as well. Murray specifically, he looked impressive. And D'Amico did say that they have a lot of confidence in both Eric Murray and MJ Stewart. We'll see. Like, it's all got to translate into the regular season for me.
mm-hmm.
As far as I know, Eric Murray is still that guy that Bill O'Brien overpaid in order to replace Tyrann Mathieu, which was just hilarious. I mean, it was a dumbass move, and we all know it. But to move on from it, the past is the past, as Slim Thug said in the Texans video.
Mm.
We're hopeful that D'Amico Ryans has something up his sleeve, and again can have this defense live up to the potential.
Another Texans podcast sent us $4.99 with the red, white, and blue hearts. Thank you so much. And shout out to John Crumpler, one of the hosts of another Texans podcast.
I am a surgeon.
I Am a Surgeon, interviewed JJ Watt, and I think his wife also.
Yes.
So shout out to John Crumpler for doing a fantastic job. And shout out to another Texans podcast. They are doing their thing. I'm glad you brought up Slim Thug, because what was it, 20 minutes ago, the Houston Texans dropped a hype video. I don't know if it's really a hype video. We're gonna play it for you guys right now. Give me 1 second.
Here we go. Here we go.
Make sure this whole ain't too loud.
I haven't watched this yet, so
So raw reaction.
live reaction here.
Houston, it's been a minute. Y'all stay strong, passionate, and resilient. From the bayous to the birds, it don't matter if you're 281 or you're 713. We are all made by H-Town. The past is the past. Tomorrow isn't a given. We are here now. Let's go, baby. Take the ball. Led by our cap, self-made, dues paid.
Mm.
and rents due every day. And one thing for sure, we stay on our grind. Until you keyboard warriors, what's up? Cause it's about to get hot. In H-Town, we don't run from the heat. We turn it up. So put your H's up high in the sky.
Oh,
We
okay.
all we got.
Let's tackle 3-1. Big play to Nico Collins. Will Anderson.
We are all H-Town made.
Ooh, is that the new hashtag?
Okay. H-Town made. Okay.
You know, his hat, I keep on looking at it and I'm like, what are we doing here? Is it a
So apparently it's a part of his Boss Life, uh, I believe, like clothing line or whatever.
okay?
But it's called Boss Life. I saw that on Patrick Storm had commented about it too, and I think someone had tweeted underneath him like, "Oh yeah, I think it's a part of his clothing line, Boss Life." So I was like, "Oh okay." Because I was thinking of it too. It was like, "Huh, what's this hat looking like?" You know?
Hmm. So I liked it. You know, I definitely, get the excitement from it when you have a, H Town OG, standing up and, getting you hyped about the season. It's hard not to get excited as well. They are obviously showcasing the young core, right? Nico Collins, Jalen Petrie, CJ Stroud, Derek Stingley. I like that they are showing us their vision of what the young core is going to be. What do you think about the little 2-minute hype video?
It was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Little quick little pictures, videos, everything. We turn up the heat. I like that as well. Little Hector Herrera action there. Shout out to the
Mm-hmm.
Dynamo. All right, okay, I see you, Hector. He might call out some Dynamo fans, but I guess not Texans fans. Regardless, that was good. That was good. I enjoyed it. I had a little fun there. And yes, I know Jose Abreu. That's why I was going crazy a little bit a few minutes ago. But Jose Abreu, we are all witnesses. 7 runs now for the Houston Astros. How about whooping that Texas Ranger ass? How about that?
Did you hear the
Regardless,
commentators? Was that
they
so?
said they were 6'10". Landry and John said that they were joking. I don't
No,
know. It's a
no,
horrible delivery for me.
no.
I don't know if that doesn't sound like joking to me. It sounds like defeated. That's what it
Mm,
sounds. You know what it sounds like? Sounds like sweet. That's what it
mm.
sounds like. I smell a sweet.
So what we are referring to, Jose Altuve went on an absolute tear. 3 home runs yesterday, and what was it? 6 hits in a row against the Rangers. 4 of them or 5 of them being home runs.
5 out of his last 6 at bats were home runs.
The announcer said it's easy to get hits when they are over the fence. I would like to see him with the defense in play. What do we? This is the Rangers, bro. They are petty.
Weird.
They will always be the scum beneath our feet, right? They are the blackhead at the bottom of our nose that we just got to get rid of. I'm glad the Houston Astros are
Mm.
sweeping the Rangers.
Yeah, I'm glad. So I'm glad for that too. Um, we do some Astros talk every once in a while here on the Texans Believe
Mhm.
in Texans podcast. Make sure you are checking out the Believe in Texans podcast. We give you all the latest news, rumors, updates on all Texans, all Houston all the time. We'll circle it back right here because we do have to get off in a few minutes, guys,
Mhm.
because we are going to be with the Believe in Ravens podcast for them. So, but we will have our channels still live. So you might get out right now, but continue to tap on in. I need everyone in that comment section going crazy because, hey, man, we are in Baltimore's podcast, their territory. So this should be a lot of fun. I did like the hype video right there. Got me going a little bit. Talking about Cap a little bit. Show his playing days. Got me a little excited, man. It gets me going a little bit. I enjoy that. I really do.
it shows that they care, right? And it shows that the Houston Texans want to be, something other than irrelevant, right? Like, I don't remember a hype video for yesterday. I'm sorry, for last year, you
No.
know, or the year before that. Quite
No.
honestly, I think the only thing we saw was "I Believe in Lovey," that little 30-second clip, but that was from the players, right? The Houston Texans organization obviously thinks that they about to turn a new leaf. So we are here along for the ride. Thank y'all so much for this short, but it was the Houston Texans news, rumors, and updates. What we found out was that Titus Howard out for the first 4 weeks of the season. And Jimmy Ward, is he going to play in week 1? We don't know. If you see us live again, hop in that stream. We are gonna go against the Baltimore Ravens. Believe in Texans. So we need y'all throwing up the H's. We need the 713s, the 281s, the 346s. We need all that. Throw up your place, your set, your city, Pasadena, Stinkadena, Webster, all that. Love you guys. And as always, y'all make sure you have a very blessed night. See y'all soon, hopefully.